Hi everyone. I'm going to really briefly show you how I would find some program evaluation articles to evaluate. To start, I would go to Google Scholar. It's the best thing that's ever happened to researchers. And I would start by putting in some keywords for the things that I'm interested in. I would start by putting in evaluation. As you can see, the first thing that I tried just a few minutes ago was teacher mentorship program. So I searched that. We have 83,000 results, which is a little large for our look here. So because we always want to be very recent in our search, I like to just go with the past 5 years and see what comes up with that. And now we're down to 17,000 results, as you can see up here at the top. So that's a lot better. And I'm going to evaluate whether or not these articles will be good for my purposes based solely on the titles. So I can see here development and evaluation of a peer mentorship program. That sounds exactly what I like. However, I don't want to lose this page, so I'm on my Mac. I'm going to press Command, click the PDF. It's going to open in a new tab for me to check out later. Going to keep scrolling. This is just about developing a mentorship program, which is not what I want. This is charactership of mentorship programs in surgery. I'm not interested in that, and I'm not also really sure what it means by characterization. Here it seems like they're maybe developing. I'm not sure. I'm not feeling very confident in that. So I'm going to keep going. Here's evaluation of a peer mentoring program. That could be interesting. Teachers are often their peers when they're mentoring. So I'm going to command click on that one, hold later, and just keep going until I find a few that I think are feasible. I do want to point out that some of these give away that they are not evaluations based on the titles, such as this one. Validation for use. It means that it's validating a survey or a questionnaire, an instrument. So we're going to skip that. This seems like it's just describing a mentorship program based on its title. This seems to be about an evaluation because it's talking about an outcome, student retention. And then this is just a qualitative evaluation. Violence prevention is not really what I'm looking for, but if that was what you were looking for, I would do that. So I have these two that seemed okay. So I'm going to start here and see what I'm thinking about these. As you can see at the top in this search bar, it did have to proxy through my Baylor ID, so you might have to do that in order to access many of these. Important things for this include that it's a peer-reviewed article. So Canadian Society for Study of Education, that seems legit. Canadian Journal of Education also seems legitimate. I'm going to keep reading though. So this abstract using a mixed methods design, it's talking about stakeholders. All of these things are crucial to what we do in program evaluation, so I feel a lot more comfortable about moving forward with this. Things that I would not see in appropriate program evaluations are anything that people would need to pay for. If you need to pay to see the article, that's a red flag. If you don't feel like it's clear in what it's doing, either in the analysis or in the program itself. So I would go first to the method and see if it makes sense. Let's see, program evaluation. Survey and interview, we've talked about that. That seems reasonable. They talk about the analysis, very good. Talk about the different measures. All of these are typical of journal articles and typical of program evaluation, so I feel good about that. Again, needs assessment, something that we see in program evaluation. If you're consistently seeing the words of program evaluation, that's really what we're looking for in evaluating whether or not it should be used. Here we can go to the other one and just check it out as well. So we do have Nursing Outlook. It's published in a legitimate journal and has a DOI. That doesn't always mean that it's legitimate, but that helps. Nursing Outlook is something that I've seen before, so that's good. Let's see. This isn't what I would use because teaching mentorship is very different than what it's going on here. It's talking about pre-doctoral and postdoctoral gerontological nurses. So very different field. However, if this was something that you are interested in, it does look like they're using very similar things to what we've talked about in class. So I would go through, make sure that it seems academic, but also understandable. So I'm going to the method section again. Looks like it's mixed methods because they have open-ended and closed-ended questions. It's not very thick in its method, but it seems like it would do. So once you find your article, you will just share that with me.